Once, there was a king, and he had 4 wild horses. The horses were of a very good breed, but they were wild. The king was looking for somebody to train them. He called many trainers, but no one could train them. The horses would not allow anyone to sit on their backs. If someone tried to sit on their back, they would jump and drop him down. Many people tried, but no one could succeed in sitting on the back of those horses. One day, the young man came to the king's court, and told the king that he can train his 4 horses. King warned him and said, "Before you many trainers came, and got injured and some got seriously fractured." But the man had full faith in himself, and asked the king to permit him to train his horses. At last, the king allowed the young man to try his luck. But the young man put a condition that he will live with all the 4 horses and take care of them. The king agreed and gave him permission to take care of his horses. Several months passed. One day, the king came to see his horses in the yard. He saw that the man was riding 1 horse, and all the 3 horses were running behind him. He was surprised, but also very happy to see this, because where everyone failed, this young man has succeeded in training horses. He asked a young man, "How did you train the horses?" The young man said, "My lord, the horses were really wild. Therefore, first I tried to get acquainted with these horses. For this, I left the horses in the ground freely. And then I started to imitate the horses. When they ran, I also used to run. When they would sit, I would also sit. When they would sleep, would also sleep. And when they would eat, I would also eat. This way, I started to imitate them whatever they would do." After a few days, horses started thinking that he is also a horse like us. Eventually, one day, I put a seat belt on its body. At first, the horse refused to wear a seat belt, but after a few attempts of a few days, they got used to it. After that, I sat on their back for a few days. And after a few days, I started riding them. Like this, I trained all 4 horses in a few months. Then he rode all 4 horses one by one in front of the king. Seeing this, the king became very happy, and gave many prizes to this young man, and also made him permanent trainer of all of his horses. If we see in our lives, we will find that we all also have these 4 untrained horses inside our mind. Their names are anxiety, anger, jealousy, and greed. And your intellect is a trainer. You must train these 4 horses with your intellect. So, these 4 can remain in your control. But for that, first you have to be friends with these 4s. You have to understand these 4 horses well, then you can control them. First of all, we will discuss our worries. We all know that worry is not a solution to any problem, but it will only complicate the problem. We can control worry only with our positive thoughts. Try to find a solution for your worry. And always remember that like day comes after night, similarly good time will come after hard time. Just wait patiently for the bad time to pass. Number 2 horse is our anger. Buddha always used to say that anger is such a fire in which the one who is angry burns first, and then burns the other. Anger may not harm anyone else, but the one who gets angry definitely suffers. Therefore, whenever you get angry, just think about the bad outcomes of anger, and try to calm your mind by watching your breath. By practicing slowly and slowly, In this way you can control your anger. Number 3 horse is jealousy. Jealousy arises when you consider someone else better than you. Whenever jealousy arises within you, always remember that comparison is a very foolish attitude, because each person is unique and incomparable. Once this understanding settles in you, jealousy will disappear. Number 4 horse is greed. Human greed never ends. No matter how much we may get, but we always wish to get more and more. Many times, in the desire to get more, a person is deprived of what he has. If you wish to earn money by doing hard work, and by legal means, then it is good. But if you wish to earn a lot of money by illegal means, and by shortcuts, then this is greed. Therefore, always keep control on the horse of greed in your mind, and try to be content and enjoy whatever you have. If you can do this, you can also control these 4 horses of your mind with the rein of your intellect. This is story from Gift of Life. Thank you for watching and keep smiling.